Hello everybody, my name's Amy, and today what I'm going to be doing is looking at my insurance premium options for the year 2026. I just got the email yesterday from my insurance broker, and we're going to see what it says. I've been putting it off. Felt like this required some soothing tea to calm my nerves because I've been really nervous to take a look at this, but we're going to charge ahead and see what it says. Okay, so it says, "Hi Amy, the link below and PDF attached will provide a range of plans including Pro Healthcare." Great, because that's where I go, but I have to still check all my doctors to make sure that each individual doctor goes with the plan. We will need to make some updates to your account since Anthem is removing some of their plan options. Okay, so I'm going to click on the link and see what it says. There's like 5 different plans that he sent me. Anthem Bronze Pathway Lean, Anthem Heart Healthy Bronze Pathway Lean, United Healthcare Bronze Standard, that requires no referrals, which is nice. United Healthcare Bronze Copay, the Anthem Silver Pathway Lean 4000, which is probably close to what I had, except my deductible was $5,300 last year, and this one is $4,000. Okay. So first it lists the monthly premiums. Now these seem actually really low. Usually when the premium is really low, you don't get as much, and it's offset by a really high out-of-pocket max or a really high deductible. I don't even know if these are the premium amounts for me. These could just be general generic premium prices for like somebody in their 30s or 40s, and not, for somebody who's 57 and lives in Wisconsin. And then they give you all the plan details and summary of benefits and prescription directory and brochures. So that's where all the details are, right? So you got to look in the nitty gritty and find out what these offer. And you know what it ends up happening to be? You're either going to pay a really high premium and get cheaper prescriptions, or you're going to pay cheaper prescriptions and pay a really, really high hospital bill. Either way, they get you in one way or the other, right? And that's the frustrating part. That's why you have to know your health. You got to know your doctors, if they're in there or not. And you got to look at all the details. So I am going to pour over these details and read all the fine print and get back to you on what I decided on and why I decided on that plan. And I'll probably get a call out to Michelle to see what she has to say about these, because I know these monthly premium prices are not even close to what I'm going to be paying. So false advertising, not really, but they don't give you what you would pay. They give you just what, the middle of the road plan would be for a healthy 30-year-old probably. So, yeah, I'll get back to you and give you an update on whatever plan I decide on and why. I looked at all of the plans and came to a decision. I'm going to actually switch providers, not healthcare providers, but insurance provider. And because the reason why is because Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield, both the silver plans are way too expensive. So I would be, if I were to stick with the silver plans that came close to the price of the deductible that I was paying last year, which was $5,300, I would get a 42% increase in cost. So that would mean for the Anthem 4000 deductible, I would be paying $339.68 more per month. That's over $4,000 more a year. And then if I would have gone with the next plan up, the 5,500 deductible, I would be paying $340 more a month and $4,000 $83.24 more a year. So I don't have an extra $4,000 laying around. I don't want to put $4,000 more dollars toward health insurance. So I plugged in all my doctors, and not even all my doctors will work with Anthem next year. They did this year, but they won't next year. I have 2 specialists that don't accept them. So I switched networks. I switched to Network Health, and I did the Prestige Bronze Essential plan, and I went down a tier to the bronze, not silver, which means my deductible will be more and my out-of-pocket max will be more, but my premium will only be 15.6% more expensive, which is still kind of a lot. I mean, how much more a month is that? That is $126 more dollars a month than what I was paying last year. And that's $1,500 more a year. I can show you that plan on my computer here. So yes, the Prestige Bronze Essential. And I was texting my neighbor, and this is the one she signed up for too. So I feel even better because she was in the healthcare industry, and I'm like, oh yay, I picked the plan that she did. So that's reassuring. So yes, mine will be like $934. I don't get any subsidies or kickbacks, and who knows if anybody does, because the Affordable Care Act is not being renewed as of now. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty big out-of-pocket max right here. I do have an HSA set aside for this type of, if I get sick or need to spend time in the hospital, that if I reach my out-of-pocket max, I can always tap into that HSA, but you know, I want to save that. Primary care visit, 55, specialist 110. I do see about 4 different specialists every year. I do have to get blood work done. This is the same price as my generics were last year. Yeah, I do have to get a couple blood tests done. I might need an x-ray this year. Yeah, so you can see what the different benefits are here with this type of bronze plan. So I am somewhat relieved. So I guess I feel fortunate that I can dip down to a bronze tier plan and only pay 15.6% more. But yeah, it's still a lot. It's still a lot. I don't like paying more for my health insurance than I have to pay for my mortgage. But this is where we are. And I recommend maybe using AI and talking to a broker. I actually plugged in the numbers and talked about my visits and my specialist visits, and my prescriptions, and plug that all into ChatGPT, and compared the 2 different plans that I narrowed it down, and they were affirmative to go with this particular plan, and explained why. So if you haven't tapped into ChatGPT, that can be really helpful in determining which plan would be best for you. I hope I helped to answer some of your questions, and just to get a peek into maybe what another person's situation is. I'm 57, I live in Wisconsin. This is what it looks like here. Maybe that will help you. I hope it does. Anyway, thank you for watching today. I hope you have a great day.